Lawin Media Network.
Bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
Business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawin Media Network.
Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome, bold souls, to the final episode of Season 7 of Be Bold, Why Not? Of course, I'm MJ Concepcion, your host, and tonight we're not just closing a chapter, we're slamming the door wide open for everything you've been too afraid to chase. We've laughed, we've cried, we've questioned everything, and we've reminded ourselves time and time again, why play small when the universe is begging you to go big? Tonight, in this last powerful conversation, we're ditching every last doubt, every what if, and every excuse. Because if not now, then when? If not you, then who? So grab your courage, turn up the volume, and let's end this season the only way we know how: unapologetically bold. Be bold, why not? Let's do this. So to all our viewers, good evening again, and to all our viewers from the Philippines, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. And thank you so much for your loyalty for watching our show every Monday. And it's going to be a special episode. We don't have guests, but we're going to go down the memory lane. We're going to review the previous 12 episodes of Season 7. But before we do that, of course, we are brought to you by Lawin Media Network, and you are watching us live on Facebook, YouTube, stream.lawin.live, and twitch.tv. And as we still do on the show, we have a game. It's not an excuse that we don't have a guest. We're going to do the game regardless. So let's show them the mechanics of the game.
How to join the game. Watch the live show and join the conversation. Share your thoughts or experiences by commenting during the show. Like, share, and tag at least 3 friends in the comment section to qualify for a chance to win a prize. Participate actively. The more comments you leave, the higher your chances of winning. All participants will be eligible for the prize. The winner will be selected using the Wheel of Names randomizer.
There you go. So to all our viewers, the more comments you have, the higher chances of you winning a special prize at the end of this show. And I would like to take this opportunity as well to thank Krisha De Vera. She's been very helpful. Without you, Krisha, this show is not possible. And thank you, Lawin Media Network. Without you also, I wouldn't be here. So thank you all so much. And to all my guests for this season, thank you so much for boldly sharing your stories and inspiring our viewers. We truly have learned a lot, and I've been empowered, I've been inspired, and I've learned so much from all the lessons that you have shared every single episode. So without further ado, let's show the first episode of Season 7. I mean, that's a lot of accomplishments from someone like you. And it seems like you are very into education. You love to learn, you love to study. At the same time, you love to serve. Now, going back to the leadership journey that you've had. So, my question to you is, what do you think are the most important qualities of a leader?
Wow. I think it depends on every generation that you grow up, right? Like I'm now in my 40s, and so I have a different concept of what leadership means. To me, leadership right now at my stage to me means creating a space where the people that are with you, whether they're side by side with you or under you or they report to you or they're, next to you, that you create, that you, in your leadership position, you have positional power, right? And you use your privilege of this power to provide resources, to provide skills, to provide any supplies, equipment, whatever it is that people with you need, right? Because a lot of the times in leadership, somebody just thinks, oh, leader is just that one person, who's doing everything and leading. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are, but you can never do anything by yourself as That's a leader right. At the end of the day. Even us as like, if you're a solopreneur, right? Or if you're just a very small business, you still need the help of folks, whether it's volunteer voluntold or you actually pay them or contract them or they're actually on your payroll, right? So to me, true leadership is really understanding the concept of like collectivism and teamwork, true bayanihan, spirit, working together and taking that initiative.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was Dr. Pinky. And I agree with her. Being a leader, it doesn't mean that you have to do everything and that you show that you can do it, but actually knowing how to delegate, use the resources that you have, utilize each and every member of your team, their strengths. Because if you do that, you can make things easier. I mean, you can accomplish so many things. And she's also right. It's leading side by side with your subordinates of your members, because it's very important. They should feel that, of course, there's that positional leadership where you are in a position, you are in power, something like that, but having that connection with your team members actually really count. In a lot of organizations or institutions, employees do not leave, not because of the job or the role, but usually it's because of management, and also it's because of the people that they work with. So napaka-importante po talaga to have that kind of leadership where your subordinates or your team members actually feel that you're there, you're available to lead them, guide them. Guide meaning you're really teaching them, walking with them and all that. You're not doing everything, but you actually know how to utilize their strengths and use the resources that you have. So thank you, Dr. Pinky. It was a very educational, inspiring night. You as a solopreneur and you as a great educator, I mean, we learned so much that night. So from our viewers, if you want to make comments on about Dr. Pinky's leadership views or ideas, feel free to do so. And let's get to the next video or the next episode for season 7.
Footsteps. Mm-hmm. So very thankful for that. And and then afterwards, from Pangasinan State University, um, I teach in the University of Pasig, and then I teach also in Far Eastern University, and I teach Lyceum universities. I'm all over the place doing a full-time job and a part-time job. So that's my history in the Philippines, being an educator. So coming here in the United States, I decided, why not continue, right? Be bold, just like
Oh, yes, absolutely.
yeah, right? Education.
Okay, I think that was good. Dr. Nils, another educator in the house, right? Oh my God, she has so many accolades that she has achieved. She has done so much. And I remember in our conversation with Dr. Nils how she really gave praise to God in everything that she did. And it's like, or she does. She's like a servant leader. She's like a servant educator. She loves her students. She loves to share her life, and having gone to those universities, that's a lot, and doing a part-time and full-time job. So in life, as long as you have the will, there's a way. So here in the United States, we grow up, even kids or children, as soon as they reach the age of like 16, they're eligible to work, and they work and study at the same time. So just like Dr. Neil, she worked part-time, she was in school, and I'm so proud to say that my daughter, I mean, she's a freshman in college, and she's already working too. So as long as you have the will to do to for your dreams and everything, you are able to achieve whatever you put your mind into, and you will be inspired to just continue working. We are known to be hard workers, so we should keep that. Okay, so that was a great learning experience from Dr. Nils as well. And thank you, Dr. Nils, for sharing your story to us. So let's get to the third episode of season 7. You have set the bar high, so it will be a little bit of a challenge. Now, what are the takeaways from this event? I know it's all a success, right? But of course, there are some things, maybe some challenges, minor, maybe minor issues or things like that. But what would you advise to the next committee for it to even be better and bigger and more successful? Of course, there's no competition, but we want things to continue to be as successful as what you had this grand reunion. So what advice would you give to the next team for them to at least make it another if not better, but even a more successful event for next year?
You want to start it, Pearl? Sure. Um, for every planning and organizing, needs really kind of passion.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have that passion in you to to really see it through from beginning to the end.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And that was the UPAA leadership that came after the grand reunion event that happened here in Houston, Texas, which I had the pleasure of guesting again Dr. Winston O'Malley, Tita Pearl Ontalan, and Christine Ascona. And yes, Tita Pearl talked about passion. And she's right on this that. Because, in life, if you have passion for anything, if you want to become a singer, a dancer, a nurse, a doctor, a soldier, whatever it is that you dream of becoming, and you have the passion for it, it doesn't matter what obstacles or what trials or what challenges you go through, because your passion, you will fuel you to go for it, to just go after it. So in life, let's do what we love to do. Let's enjoy life. We never know, life is too short. Let's make it one day at a time, live our passions and live with courage, live boldly, because when else can we do it but now? As I've said earlier, right? When do we start but now? And who can do it but you? You're the only one that can achieve or follow whatever that passion that you have, whatever that plan that God has for you. You have people around you that will help you, that will guide you, that will encourage you, that will, help you get up when you fall. But you are the driver of your life. Live your passion. Live unapologetically. Live boldly. So, Tita Pearl, Dr. Winston, and Christine, thank you also for always willing to share your ideas, your thoughts, and your stories here at Be Bold Why Not. It's been a pleasure having the three of you on the show. So, for now, let's go on our first break. And when we come back, we will continue watching over the previous episodes of season 7 here at Be Bold Why Not. See you after a little bit.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
All right, welcome back. And let's read the comments first before we continue replaying our previous episodes here at Be Bold, Why Not? Okay, let's see. We have Elma Carganilla. Magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga to you as well. And then we have Daisel Miralciaton. Good evening, Ma'am MJ, watching from Pangasinan. Thank you so much. We have Rector Julius. Good evening, Ma'am MJ, watching from Pangasinan. Yes. Princess Kendra Laurel. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. We have Julia Reyes. Good morning, Ma'am MJ. At sa bumubuo ng Lawin Media Network. Good morning. We have Angelica De Vera. Good morning po, Ma'am MJ. Good morning to you as well. We have Renz Vanister Baniqued. Good morning, Ma'am MJ. Good morning. And we have Rosel Carganilla Laurel. Mamimiss namin ang every Tuesday po na chikahan ng inyong mga guests. Don't worry. Just the 13th episode that we do that. We'll come back next season with guests. And then we have Rian Solen Quezon. Good morning, watching from Bicol, Philippines. Yes, we have viewer from Bicol. Thank you so much. And then we have Rochelle De Seco. Good evening, Texas, watching from the Philippines. Alvin Reyes. Hello, Ma'am MJ. Dr. Nils watching from LG Water Station. God bless your show, ma'am. God bless you too as well. We have Prudential Larel watching from Tuguegarao. Yes, yes. And then we have a lot of comments here. Francisco Jasmine Ungria. Good evening, Texas. Hello, Ma'am MJ. To all our special guests. Good day, everyone. Watching from Pangasinan. Mabuhay ang Lawin Media Network. And Julia Reyes, nakakamiss ang nakaraang pag-uusap at pinag-usapan nyo ng mga guests nyo, Ma'am MJ. Sa dinami-rami po ng pinag-usapan nyo at nakausap nyo, marami na rin po kaming natutunan, lahat po kaming mga followers nyo at nanunood sa inyo, Ma'am MJ. Marami na po kaming natutunan. Thank you so much sa lahat ng bumubuo ng Lawin Media Network at lalo na po sa inyo, Ma'am MJ. Wow, thank you very much. That was great. And then we have a lot of our viewers tagging their friends. So again, we encourage you to continue tagging your friends. If you can, please tag at least 3 para po mas marami tayong ma-inspire. Di po ba? Para po mas maraming tao na may matutunan sa atin pong podcast. So I really, really encourage you to share it to all of your friends. All of us on Facebook, alam ko we have thousands of friends on Facebook. So please continue to share. And again, the more you share and the more you comment, if you have any comment on any of the episodes that we are replaying right now, feel free to do it, okay? And I'd love to read your comments. So let's go to episode 4.
It's not the hardest thing to do, but actually it's the most, to me, it's the most how dignified, you're giving dignity,
fulfilling.
yeah,
Yeah.
fulfilling.
Yeah.
I just had, because I have a patient, earlier today when our first encounter, the husband actually said, I don't know how you all do what you do. It takes a special person. It takes somebody that have the passion and the compassion to do your job. So those words from patients, you're right, they make you feel better because they tend to appreciate even just simply holding their hands. You make a difference. You make them feel better. And I think it gives us a different perspective about life, seeing these patients, seeing these people struggling with cancer. I mean, at very young ages. So it's like it makes you appreciate life on a day to day basis. Yeah, that was Dr. Jasmine. Thank you too. And she has referred, guests in the show because she just had much fun. And as we were talking about, you know, working in the healthcare field, like Dr. Jasmine, we take care of patients who are very sick. So when we see that, as I've mentioned, binibigyan po tayo ng ibang pananaw sa buhay because we tend to be more grateful about every little thing. Diba? Gratitude is everything. If we wake up each day with the attitude of gratitude, God will bless you more and you will feel the energy in your environment really high and it's like positive and all that. So, wag po nating kakalimutan magpasalamat for every little blessing that we have because there are a lot of people out there that you may never know who are suffering. Sometimes because of some difficulties or struggles, we tend to complain, but if we look around us and if we just look beyond our sufferings, we see that there are a lot more people in any part of the world. Chaos is happening. So let's just be grateful that we wake up each and every day, that we are still breathing. We should be grateful because life is what we make it, right? I've heard that too. I think from Tito Flor one time. He was a guest at our show too. Life is what we make it. So let's stay grateful, let's stay positive, and let's appreciate the things that we have, the people that care about us, and let's just continue to love and care for each other. All right, that was a very great episode as well. So let's move on to the next. The only time that they're going to realize how important or how valuable it is when things happen. I want to share. It's true. It's not an insurance because I know you're sharing one that has benefits that they can take if something happens or if they get critically ill. The same thing. I want to share. I had a client. Lo and behold, after few months, not even a year into his policy, he had cancer. And this type of policy that we're sharing is something that you don't have to die to use. So for all right. So that was a very special episode because it's not because she's my niece. And no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, of course, she's family. So I just really felt that her story would inspire a lot of us, especially me, because I've known her struggles from the very first day she was born up until now. So I know sometimes you don't have to be in a position of power or you have to be somebody to be able to inspire people. Real people that go through challenges and difficulties in life actually have more lessons that they can share. So not only does she have a did she have a difficult pregnancy, not only did she have struggles with her health, trying to lose weight and all that, not only does she have struggles being a child of separate parents. I mean, Trisha had gone through a lot. And as you have watched during that episode, she had shared she was vulnerable. I think we even cried because, yeah, she's gone through a lot, but look at her now. So, to all our viewers here, no matter what you're going through, God is with you. He's gonna get you through it. And whatever challenges that you overcome, be bold to share it. Be open. Be vulnerable. Because there are people out there that might just need to hear your story. And you never know. You may make a very positive impact on that person's life. I remember one of the gurus that I really appreciate. He says, you have the power to help the person that you used to be. So, whatever we learn from our past experiences, we have the power to help the next person who might be going through the same thing. So, yeah, that was a great episode because we just saw the heart, the pain of Trisha. And now she's a great mom, a great wife, and she's doing a business in the life insurance industry. She's making a difference. She's helping families, protect them, and giving them peace of mind. So, anyhow, let's move on to the next episode.
And then being in school, being a mom, how do you, yeah, can you give us some advice? How do you do it? I mean, it's like, and you're having fun, you have your crafting, you do your parties and all that. How do you all that? Just, there's only one Miriam.
No, I would say like, well, I don't know. I don't know how I'm doing it. I don't know. But you know what? I think when you're in, going back to when I was younger, how did I do that? I don't know. I don't remember. It was a blur. One thing at a time, one assignment at a time. I break everything down to just per week, one assignment, one project, and that's it. Just go low and slow, and just slow it down. It's life is awesome, and we want to live it so fast forward and take everything on, but we can't. And just learn to say no when you can't do it. That's another thing. I can't do this. So it allows me to focus on the stuff that I do need to do. I do have some projects that I need to do for our new mamas in our group that I just haven't been able to finish because, again, I have assignments and whatnot, but they understand. I'm gonna get to it when I get to it.
Okay, that was fun episode too. She's my colleague at work. Yeah, Miriam. Thank you for coming on my show. I mean, it was really great. I had so much fun with you. And she's right. If you feel like your plate is too full, if you have so many things that you have to do, take it one day at a time. Take it slow. Diba? And then learn to say no. Sometimes it's hard for us to say no to people when they ask something of us because we just want to please people. But you know what? You got to take care of yourself too. So let's not spread ourselves too thin that we neglect our health. We neglect our own family. We neglect what we love to do. So just like what she said, it'll get there. It can wait. Some things can wait. Of course, if you have things that you have to do, you also have to learn to prioritize things. So why don't you do the things that you need to do first, and then the rest, it will come. You'll be able to make it. You can do it. So we learned about time management from her. And, she's a super girl in our department. She does a lot of things for us. Like she loves to plan for parties. She loves to create things. She's very creative, like decorate when it's special occasions, things like those. So if you are that type of person, then that's great. And we have learned so much from her when we had her on the show. Again, Miriam, thank you so much. Yes. So I think let's go on our next break. And when we come back, we will continue with our previous episodes. And of course, we will read the comments of our viewers. So I'll see you after a few seconds.
Join us for a captivating new series where Lawin sits down with the trailblazers of the music and entertainment world. Discover the stories behind the faces and voices that shape our culture and community.
We will bring you exclusive interviews with industry legends and rising stars. Behind the scenes insights and get a peek into the creative processes and personal journeys. Artists and performers and their upcoming shows and events.
Stay tuned for more updates and sneak peeks. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel. Filing taxes, dealing with tax debt, or facing IRS actions is stressful, but you don't have to go it alone. Call 832-674-0829 or visit www.taxresolutionesq.com.
All right, we're back. You know what? I'm actually having so much fun. It's so cool to just be watching over the episodes that we had, and I'm just learning again. And I hope that all of you, our viewers, are also having fun with me. So let's read some of the comments before we continue reviewing our previous ones. So we have Elena Toledo. Hello, watching from Taguig City, Philippines. Yes, thank you po. We have another viewer from Taguig City. And then Densho Esteriha, good evening, Ma'am MJ, watching from Moncada, Tarlac. Wow. And Bernadette Requilman Ungra, hello, Ma'am. Miriam, nice meeting you. Okay, yes. And then Ara Requilman Ungra, hello, Ma'am Miriam. Okay, so we're reviewing the previous episodes, but yes, thank you. And then we have Elimika Ibuan, good evening, Texas. Ma'am MJ, watching from Posurubio. And then we have, I think, any other comments from our viewers? Oh, Ara Requilman Ungria, sa bawat linggo na may Lawin, palagi kaming may natututunan. Salamat sa lahat ng bumubuo ng Lawin Media Network at kay Attorney Eileen Ligot Dizon. Salamat dahil napakabait niyo pong lahat. God bless you more po. Maraming salamat to you, Ara. Yes, thank you. And then we have Aimee Ligot. Hello, watching from Batangas, Philippines. God bless po. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we have Princess Kendra Lores sa Lawin Media Network. Marami kang mapupulot na mga aral kay Ma'am MJ at sa mga guests. Maraming salamat. So yes, I'm having fun. Are you? Yeah, say yes if you are. Okay, type it in the chat or type it in your comment. Yes, I'm having fun. Okay. All right. So let's continue with our next episode.
Which is marketing, sales, accounting, and all that, right? And social media nowadays, which I don't like using social media, but I had to learn all that. But what kept me going, because as you might know, most of your audience might know that most businesses fail, so they close them before the second year is over, right? So around the 1 year and a half, max 2 years. I passed that line, and that's because I have, you said, very clear at the beginning is what's my vision, a very compelling one, and there is no distraction. I'm going there, and I have the confidence that I can get there. And
All right, so that was Elena. Actually, she was a guest of mine who was referred by Dr. Jasmine because she had so much fun when she was the guest. So, as she was saying, being an entrepreneur or a businesswoman or a businessman, you just have to be clear. You have to be clear about your goals. You have to set them and have clarity on your purpose, on your mission, on your vision, because that will drive you to not pay attention to any distractions, as she was saying, right? And also we learned from her how she gets her clients because she's a coach. So she has mentioned about utilizing social media, which is nowadays really is a great factor in getting clients or getting yourself out there. We have to utilize social media, of course, in the right way. We don't want to utilize social media for negativities and all those stuff. So if you're a business person or if you're an entrepreneur, there are a lot of ways that you can leverage on social media. And of course, if you want to put up your own business, then you have to be clear about your mission, about your vision, about your goals. And you just have to have a blueprint, like a guide. You have the objectives, you have the goals and everything. And you have to be focused, as she has said. So, focus too is very important. Sometimes we want to do so many things, but if we just focus on one thing and just become an expert on that thing that you want to do, then I think you'll be able to succeed more. So, and as she has said, we've learned from her a lot of businesses, which is true, they vanish or they fail in the first 2 years. So in any type of business, there's a certain period that you don't expect actually to make some returns and all that or profit, because there's that period. But also during that period, you have to make sure that you are actually progressing, because if you're not, then the business will die. So I'm just so glad because we just learned about so many things during this season. We've learned about business, we've learned about being a coach, educator, we've learned about, the lives and the inspiring stories of all our guests. So let's move on to the next episode.
Classes, even though I didn't know what I was doing, they progressed a lot more than other teachers that had more experience and everything like that. So
Yeah. I think that journey or that part of your chapter of your life has taught you so many different things. But as you said, you just showed up every day. So I
Yeah.
think that's what we have to do, because every day is, sometimes we don't feel like getting out of bed. We don't feel like going to work, but we still show up. And
Yeah.
we get through this stuff. Like, we are dealing so much sometimes within ourselves, that especially in your case, that it was your first experience teaching, and you really
Yeah.
teacher, you had a different degree, but you joined this program. So how does it feel?
Okay, so that was Azalea. And again, she's a guest of mine. Oh my God, I was so glad because, I haven't even met Elena and Azalea like in person. They were just referred to me by Dr. Jasmine. So I am just so blessed that I have the opportunity to guest them in the show because we just learned so much. And she's very right. I mean, it's absolutely important, no matter how we feel when we get up in the morning, or sometimes we don't feel like getting up, sometimes we don't feel like doing something, like we're just not in the best, emotional or mental state. But if we power through that, then we can accomplish so many things. I've heard from some of motivational gurus out there, motivation is important, but discipline is as equally important. Because if we have the discipline, no matter what we feel or how we feel, we just want to do what we want to do and we can get through it and we'll be able to accomplish whatever we want to do. So, importante po talaga na kahit hindi natin feel, kahit minsan parang nahihirapan tayo, kahit minsan ano ba 'to, parang ang hirap ng buhay, pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin. We have to just keep going, never give up. Don't ever, ever give up, especially on your dreams. Kasi if you give up, then what's gonna happen? We're just gonna lose it. We're gonna lose the opportunity. So let's keep going and let's keep fighting, and we will emerge as champions and overcomers if we do that. I'm not saying that I don't encounter that every day, because I do. There are times where I don't feel like going to work. There are times where my body is just giving up on me, like you have to rest and all that. But if you power through it, then your day will just go by. And very nice episode. And thank you again to all our guests that have been here. Now let's move on to the next episode.
This simple lady from Siquijor, Philippines, right? Now she's in the United States conquering the business world. So, see, when you have, again, we have talked so much about passion, right? About purpose, about calling. And here at Be Bold, we believe, I personally believe, your host, MJ here, personally believes that every single one of us has something special to contribute to the world.
All right. So that was, yes, MJ Osmania. I mean, she's flying here in Houston, Texas. She is just making a name. She's very talented. She loves, she's like event planner. She loves to decorate. She's a nurse. She's an entrepreneur. She loves fashion. She's just all of it. And she has shared to us how she has become, the person that she is. She grew up with so much passion and so much talent about everything. Kaya nga naman nakakatuwa po because now she has a full-time job. She owns a Kape Tayo. I was saying Cafe Tayo, but Kape Tayo is the name of her coffee shop. She also has a fashion business, Liz Chic by MJ. And then she's an event planner. So people here in Houston who have birthdays or any type of occasion that they ask for her service because she's just really that good. And she's just doing so many things. And it's so inspiring because, again, whatever position you have in life, if you have the passion, the purpose, the calling, if you have the drive, if you have the inspiration, if you have the idea, we are all born creative. I mean, we have our own gifts and talents and skills that God has given us. And then we ought to use them, not just to improve ourselves or to grow ourselves, but also to help and just inspire other people. Or even like she's providing jobs because she has businesses, right? So she's making a difference in the community. So thank you, MJ. And I'm so happy for you. You're just making so much progress in everything that you do and in everything that you love. And I'm so happy that you have that opportunity to do that. So I think we're gonna go on a break now. So when we come back, we will continue with the rest of the episodes of season 7 for Be Bold. Why not?
For divorce and family law in Texas, Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC will guide you every step of the way.
From initial consultation to detailed review of your case and strategic planning.
We'll sit with you during negotiations or mediations, and represent you in court.
Whether it is a family law, estate planning, or immigration, we will be there to guide through the final steps.
So, leave your legal matters behind you and embrace your future.
You can contact Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC at 346-5454-346 or visit DizonLawFirm.com.
All right, we're back. And I can't believe we are in the last segment of the show. And it's been so much fun. It's just, we're learning so much from our guests. And I really appreciate every single one of them because, it's not easy to be vulnerable, to share not just your successes or your strengths. And people have also shared some of the failures that they have been through, and it's not easy to do that, but because they are in Be Bold, why not? That's what we're here for. They have to be bold. And thank you again. So let's continue reading some of the comments before we show the last 2 episodes of this season. Okay, we have Elimike Buwan, napaka-blessed ng buhay ng ating mga guests. Totoo po yan. Thank you so much. And they've been very generous as well. And then Ararakil Manungra, hello Ma'am Azalea, good day. Okay, and then we have Elma Carganilla, correct ka po Ma'am MJ. Yes, totoo po yan. And Prudential Laurel, never give up. Yes, totoo yan. And then Princess Kendra Laurel, wag susukuan ang mga pangarap. Totoo po yan. Kung wala po tayong mga pangarap, wala pong maging reason para tayo bumangon araw-araw. Okay, Rosel Carganilla Laurel, mapapagod pero magpapatuloy. Totoo po yan. And that's how we learn to be resilient. And then Ara Requilman Ungria, thank you sa lahat ng guests sa pag-share ng successful ng iyong mga buhay. Yes, maraming salamat. And then, do we have any more comments? Elma Carganilla, lahat ng pangarap ay matutupad basta't samahan ng sipag at tiyaga. I think she meant sipag, right? Not sipa. Okay, I'm just kidding. And then thank you for tagging your friends. Okay. Wow. Hello, Ma'am Mary Jane. Hello, Ma'am Mary Jane. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Napaka, interactive ng ating mga guests tonight. So, now let's move on to the next episode. This is another very inspiring story. Oh my gosh, I couldn't say enough how inspired and motivated and empowered and encouraged I was listening to her story. So let's show the episode 11.
Privilege to have guested you on the show because you just have shared so many life lessons and life skills that our viewers and myself have really learned from. I mean, I'm so excited for you. I'm less like, oh my God, I want to jump. But I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. I hope God will just shine his light upon you more and that you will get this app for caregivers
I
really
hope. I'm praying for that.
launched and going. Oh my God. Now, I know we have a couple of minutes, but your last words for our viewers tonight and for 2025. What can you tell us just to keep us going? And I know in life, anybody in life, when you fail, when you fall, just get back up. And that's how life is. Nobody is exempt. Nobody's exempt from going through any type of difficulties or hardships or trials in life. Honor.
Okay. Yeah. So, Miss Lani, yeah, the most exciting part, about her story, or every part of her story was really great. As she has shared, she was born in a comfortable family. Like, they were rich. I mean, she came from a affluent family in the Philippines, but also she had experience on how to have nothing, like how to lack, na experience niya po ngayon. And now look at her. She's another Filipino American in Houston, Texas, who's very, very successful. She has a caregiver business. She has home health, she has hospice, she has a lot of businesses catering to the community. And the most exciting part on her story is her idea. She has an app idea that qualified for Shark Tank. So let's pray for her. We pray that God will guide her through the process, and that her idea and her app will be chosen. Because if y'all don't know about Shark Tank is like you face these billionaires, and if your idea is great, and if they like your idea, if they think your idea is wonderful, and then they will fund your idea. And if Lani's app idea for seniors to get care, regardless of how many hours they would need, then she will be able to take care of a lot of our seniors who need the help. Because, in any type of business, of course, it's hard if you send a caregiver for just an hour to a patient or to a client. In business, you have to be strategic, right? Because it's business. But it just breaks her heart not to be able to provide that care if they only need a short period of time. So if her app will be funded by Shark Tank, then imagine how many seniors and imagine how many clients she will be able to serve. So let's pray. Let's pray for her success. So thank you, Lani. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful life story. We truly, truly have learned so much from you, and we're rooting for you. Go, Lani! Go, Lani! All right. Okay, now let's move on to the last episode.
She had end stage renal because of her lupus and all that. And I wasn't there. Kaya up until now, I mean, if there's one thing in my life na I can really say na my biggest ever and only one regret is yon. Yeah. So I'm so glad that for you, you didn't experience that. So you have made so many sacrifices because of the people that you love. You made a lot of sacrifices for your kids, for your mom. So that's why you have a wealth of wisdom. You have a wealth of life lessons that you can share to other people. Kaya lahat ng nakikinig sa'yo ngayon, I bet you they are inspired. Because no matter what our situation in life, if we have that, you are still here and you are fulfilling your dream, di ba? You're serving your kids, you are able to do whatever you want, you're free. Ako, andito pa rin ako. I'm tied up to my job. I'm tied up to... So, I'm so happy for you and I know you're happy, you're fulfilled. And I think that's the most important thing.
Okay. So again, our last guest for episode 12 was one of my best friends during high school. And again, she was so vulnerable, and she just shared boldly to us how she was, a single mom, how she had to go work overseas to provide for her family, how she took care of her mom when she was sick, how she had to make all those sacrifices for the people that she loves. And as I've said to her on the show, I think she's in a better position than I am because she was able to do all that. I've made sacrifices for my siblings and for my family as well. And as I've shared to you, I didn't have that opportunity to take care of my parents when they were very sick. So, piece of advice po, talaga, take care of your loved ones. Show them your love every day. Don't wait till, you know, you have no time, you have no chance to do it. Because any lost time is lost. We cannot bring back time. We cannot gain back what we have lost. So as I've shared po sa inyo, my parents died young. My mom was 47, my father was 56. And no matter what I do, I cannot go back. I cannot go back to, do the things that I should have done. You know what I mean? So, para po sa mga minamahal natin sa buhay, show them your love every day. Show your care. I mean, be kind to one another. Because at the end of the day, all we've got is our family. Diba? And pag nawala na po sila, wala na po tayong magagawa. So, mahalin po natin yung ating mga magulang, mahalin po natin yung ating mga kapatid, yung ating mga kaibigan. I believe so much in human connection, especially for our families, our friends. Show them that you care. And if you do that, you actually feel good. You will not have regrets in life pag ibuhos mo ang iyong pagmamahal. And it doesn't matter if you get back or if they reciprocate your love, it doesn't matter po. Kasi at the end of the day, as long as you're doing what is right, kasi nga sabi nila, love is the greatest of all, diba? Yun ang, and that's why God gave his only begotten son. He died for us because of his love for us. So, love is the greatest thing of all. I mean, there are people in our lives that may be hard or difficult to love, pero let's just do it. And let's ask for the guiding of the Holy Spirit. Diba? We actually studied about the fruits of the Holy Spirit in our Bible study group recently. And yeah, love, there are people that we don't just care about because they're hard on us, or they step on us, or they're just mean to us. Pero di ba nga, as an example of our Lord Jesus Christ, I mean, they even threw stones at him. But what did he throw back? Piece of bread, right? So be kind to one another. Let's love one another, because at the end of the day, God knows your heart. God knows our heart. Kaya, yes, thank you, my dear friend, for sharing your story, for being vulnerable. You know, to all our guests during this season 7, thank you so much for coming to the show and just willingly sharing your story, because you have inspired so many of our viewers. And I think we have grown on our viewership all through these seasons. I can't believe that we already ending season 7, which means we are about to start season 8. But as you all know, between the last season and the upcoming season, we're going to take a little bit of a break so we can make a plan and we can strategize how we can improve the show better. And I'd love to have, from our viewers, your suggestions or any feedback. Ano pong feedback nyo na so we can improve, we can continue to make the show better. So feel free po. Feel free to make comments or suggestions or any thoughts, ideas that you have that may help us improve our show. We'd really, really appreciate that. Okay. So, any last comments that we can show on the screen before we draw the winner of our game tonight? I bet we have more comments. Okay, so Prudential Laurel says, when po ulit ang next season, Ma'am MJ? Well, Prudential, we're gonna start after a month break, okay? So, about February na po. And then, Julia Reyes, tama po kayo, Ma'am MJ, mahalin po natin ang ating mga magulang kasi kung wala po sila, wala rin po tayo. At kami kung ano ang pagmamahal natin sa magulang natin, masigit pa ang pagmamahal nila sa atin. Kaya ako, Ma'am MJ, mahal na mahal ko ang mga magulang ko. Yes, thank you so much, Julia. And then Joanna Baterina, hello po, Ma'am MJ, Maria, God bless. Okay, and we have Elma Carganilla. Simula nung maging guest mo po si Ma'am Lani, Ma'am MJ, naging idol ko na siya. Okay, that's good. Merong may idol sa'yo, Miss Lani. And then we have Princess Kendra Laurel. Mabuhay ang Lawin Media Network. Yes, mabuhay. And then Rosel Carganilla Laurel. Sa Valentine's na po ulit namin kayo makikita, Ma'am MJ. Yes. Okay. And so, those are our comments for tonight. And to all our guests, maraming salamat po for tuning in tonight. Ngayon, let's see who won our game. Wow, we have a lot of comments. Princess Laurel, congratulations! Okay. Since it's the last episode, we're gonna draw 2 winners tonight. So let's draw one more winner. All right. Let's see who's our other winner. Rochelle De Seco. Congratulations, Rochelle. So, to all our winners, thank you so much. And please share the show to all your friends so we can inspire more people and so we can help more people. Kasi di po ba, the way you feel that you're being empowered every time you watch the show, you want somebody else to experience that. So, To all our viewers for this season 7 of Be Bold, Why Not, maraming salamat po from the bottom of my heart. I give you my love and I give you my gratitude every single day. Let's wake up with boldness. Let's wake up with gratitude and let's never ever give up on our dreams. You are the driver of your life. With God's guidance and help and just following His plan, we know that you will become successful in everything and anything that you do. Okay, so thank you again for tuning in to Be Bold, Why Not, our season finale. We're going to take a break for about a month. And when we come back, we will have an even better and bigger Be Bold, Why Not, season 8. Good night, everyone, and God bless.